Y'all, welcome back to my channel. Wanted to get on here today because I've had several requests just recently about diet and exercise, and I hadn't done anything on this in a while. Nothing's really changed, but I thought I'd do a little bit different focus on how to avoid pitfalls during the holidays. I've got some specific things I do and how I stay motivated just to keep going year after year, day after day, life happening. How do you stay motivated to stay on track? And then I've done a clean eating haul. I'm going to post that. It's everything I depend on. And then I'm in the middle of doing a 2-day eating vlog, diet vlog, where I show y'all everything I eat. So doing that, and I'm just going to jump right into this. When I'm doing this, today is November 14th. We're sitting on Thanksgiving. So it's next Thursday. That's okay. When you are wanting to do diet and exercise, you have to hit it while the iron's hot. If you're feeling motivated right now, go ahead and start. It does not matter that it's almost Thanksgiving and Christmas. Don't wait until January 1st, because in January you may not be motivated. So I'm going to give you ways to cope with the holidays, and you still get to eat your mom's sweet potato casserole. I take with me, I pack, and I'm going to add this to our travel list. I take a small container of coffee. Hang on. Okay, when I go to my mom's and my brother's, and when I go for the road trip, I take peanut butter. Because if I get really hungry, I get a spoon of this. Fills you up with the fat, stays with you. I take Atkins bars. Eat a couple of these, and then you can maybe handle having a small piece of cake without eating the entire cake. Or maybe you're not like me. You don't have to eat the entire cake. I do. So I fill up on 1 or 2 of these, 2 if I want them. And then my appetite is manageable. I take coffee and I keep this going. Usually I take a decaf. I'm usually taking a decaf. I keep coffee going because I depend on this. So if you have a drink that you depend on, if it's a big water, carry your water with you. I also take a can of nuts. I depend on these in normal life, so I depend on them when we go out of town. I take a bag of craisins. I usually put these in a little Ziploc and take these with me, and I don't eat these by themselves. It's too much straight sugar. So I put it with some fat. Then I take a bag of apples, and I'm going to show you why. I take a bag of apples and spray butter. Apples and spray butter, and I actually have some of this made up right now. I'm going to show you what I do with it. I make cooked apples, and they taste like apple pie. If you don't want to be eating cake, and I'm going to assume if you're watching this video, we're kind of on the same page. This is those apples cooked up. I will put a screenshot of this recipe at the end. This is like apple pie with no fat, a little bit of sugar, some sweetener, and that spray butter. And it tastes like apple pie. This is delicious. Everybody eats it. So I make enough for everybody to have some. They'll love it too. I also make my broccoli coleslaw. They love that. If you fill your plate up with that, it makes you less hungry for everything else, which you can have. We're not going to be deprived. And we'll talk about that in a minute. I won't take any workout clothes because we're just going for 1 or 2 nights. Yeah, I will give it up for that time, and that's fine. If you're going for 1 or 2 nights over the holidays, it's not going to matter. You can work out the other days when you're at home. So I let that go. Okay, carry water with you all the time. All the time. I have it right here. Carry your water. Hydrating, it clears your head. It makes you not as hungry all the time with the water. Take cute clothes. I take kind of unforgiving clothes that if I have a big meal, it's going to be showing. You don't feel like you have to do that, but I just am real strict. So that's what I do. I take cute clothes so that I want to look good in them. I don't want to feel all bloated, and sugar does a number on me though, y'all. Take it for granted that you are not gaining weight. I see in January a lot of times articles, how to get rid of the holiday weight. And a lot of people expect to gain 5 to 10 pounds over the holidays. No, that would take till March to get rid of. It's unacceptable. The drill sergeant in my head says, no, we're not doing that. I give myself 1 day on Thanksgiving to have whatever I want. The entire day, carte blanche, whatever I want. And then I get right back on the wagon. That might be a 1 to 2 pound weight gain that you get rid of in a week. And don't feel guilty about it. Enjoy it. When you're cooking, now I'm not a big cook. This may really crawl all over some of y'all. I don't taste anything. When I'm cooking, I'm not tasting it to see how it tastes. Maybe my family would like my cooking better if I did. Have your husband taste it. Have your kids taste it. Have somebody else taste it. But if you're tasting all day while you're cooking, if that's important to you, do it. But for me, I don't. Because you can eat 500 extra calories in a day tasting. So I don't taste my stuff. That's just me, just letting you know what I do. Then I have, and I think I've already covered this, start now. Procrastination is the enemy of anything. It's the enemy of working out. It's the enemy of your diet. It's the enemy of cleaning your house. It's the enemy of getting organized. Procrastination, it'll mess you up. It just stops everything. Realize this is a lifestyle, not a diet. So, when you fall off on Thanksgiving Day, which we're planning, and Christmas Day, that's okay because this is a lifestyle. It's not a diet. We haven't failed at a lifestyle. We haven't even failed at a day. We're just planning on enjoying our family's cooking for that one day. And then we're getting on with our lifestyle. So we go right back to the healthy living. Okay, the next one is kind of big. And that is, don't talk about it. Don't talk about just don't even mention anything about trying to eat healthier, trying to lose weight, whatever your goal is. Because when you mention it, you start getting input back. And whatever it is can sidetrack you, whether it's, start in January, or, one piece of pie is not going to hurt you, or you're not going to eat a piece of my pie. I made this special for you. Whatever it is, your sweet relatives can really sidetrack you. I just keep it to myself. I don't know. That's what I do. I'm just saying, that is when you just really don't want to underestimate. I don't talk about it because once you start talking about it, you are inviting people's opinions back onto yourself, usually well-meaning, usually from people that love you. That's a big one, y'all. It's really big, especially with family, because you don't want to disappoint mom by not having a piece of her pecan pie. Maybe you want to have the pie, go ahead and have it, but if you don't, you can avoid all that just by, just not talking about it. Okay, avoid too much alcohol. It's in any situation though, isn't it? It lowers your ability to care, and you'll just be like, whatever, you'll do whatever. Now, on the day, again, it really doesn't matter what you do, but I would just say, avoid the alcohol, especially the really high calorie sugar drinks. I hope this helps y'all during the holidays. Still enjoy, the food that your family's making, that you make, and have a good time, and then just get right back on the wagon. That's what I'm going to do. So anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe. Leave comments and questions down below, and I will talk to y'all soon. Y'all have a good day. Bye.